first discovered a lump through a self-breast exam, and after about a month tossing it back and forth, I went to my primary care physician, and soon thereafter things moved along quickly.
Most challenging thing was just all the decisions that we had to face around different treatment options, getting help for our children, trying to figure out just how we're going to get through the day-to-day with 3 little kids and a career.
About halfway through my chemotherapy treatments, one of our younger sons broke his leg, and so I was going through chemotherapy, and we had a son in a wheelchair. And that's when the social worker from Beth Israel reached out to me and said, "I've heard you've got a lot going on. I've heard your finances are tight. You have a lot of medical expenses, and could you use a hand?"
It was a very difficult time for Mary just to get her kids off and up running for their day-to-day activities and to get herself to her various appointments. And this is when our social work team was able to connect Mary with the Ellie Fund, and she was able to get gas cards and grocery cards, and this was really a huge help at a very trying time in her life.
I feel so blessed and so fortunate to be at Beth Israel. From our oncology team, Dr. Nadine Tung and her nurse practitioner Megan Lynch, to my chemotherapy nurse Julie, and the surgeons in the breast care facility, as well as the plastic surgeons. They're brilliant, and most of all, they're human.
I think you get to a point in the process where you think you can kind of do it all on your own, and you just get to this point where you just kind of hit the wall.
It made it okay to ask for help. You didn't feel like you had to expose yourself. You could sort of maintain your privacy and independence and still get some huge help. We received grocery gift cards to our local Stop and Shop, which was huge because, as I mentioned, we had a lot of expenses. But not only was it food, but you can also buy prepared meals and prepared food. And we also received gas cards because the amount of time that we spent going in from our home here into downtown Boston, we were in the car a lot. And we also received housekeeping help.
So I think the Ellie Fund was also really something for our kids that really created a sense of normalcy. And I think not only that was that important to us, but it was important to them, for their school, for their behavior, for their teams. I mean, they wanted to maintain as normal a life as possible.
They didn't know at the time we were receiving grocery gift cards or helping with our gasoline or housework help.
If I needed to describe Ellie Fund in 3 words, I'd say generous, organized, and thoughtful.
Uncomplicated, big-hearted, and generous.
Well, the Cancer Center wants to support Fund Family because for patients like Mary, it's important that not only are they getting care here at the